Are you going to be okay?
I don't think so.
All right, Drew.
Woo!
Oh my God, he is alive, guys.
Just barely.
That's like the key of this all, is that Drew is just barely able to talk for 1 hour. After this, he's going right back to bed.
Right back to bed. That's not true. I'm going to try and go for a walk, I think. I decided.
A walk?
Little outside time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. I don't know. Is this, well, I was telling you this earlier. Is this like middle ground where like I've been just staying in bed this entire week. I'm very sick right now. And I've just been staying in bed this entire week. But I've noticed too that like when I stay in bed, sure, I'm sleeping, but then it just also makes me keep feeling crappy. And then when I actually get up and like try and do things, some of it's the medicine, but also like once I start moving, I start to maybe feel a little better. So I'm trying to toe the line.
Oh, God. So it's got you down bad.
Yeah. Also, not that anyone cares, but this is the 4th episode in a row I've worn a hat. I want to not be the hat guy. I want to not wear a hat.
I think I was thinking that subconsciously.
I know, but I couldn't today. It was everything I could.
You were trying to do a no hat day, and then you said, no, I'm already sick. I got to cover it all.
Yep.
Okay, he does have hair underneath.
I do. I'm not hat fishing. I have a lot of hair.
You know what? So I heard that phrase for the first time recently.
Really?
Yeah, and I had no idea it was a thing.
I like hats. I'm a hat guy. I got a lot of hair here, but it's also... screw it.
Wow.
So look at all this hair.
Look at all this hair.
See?
That's not hat fishing.
Not hat fishing. I've got thin hair. I wish I had thicker hair.
Yeah. Well, actually, to be fair, hat fishing is where men wear hats to cover up thinning hair. Is that the easiest way to describe it?
Yes. And to be clear, let me say something. I don't mean I have thinning hair. Some people have like full, like thick hair. I just have, fine hair. That's what I should say. Not thinning hair, just fine
Yes,
hair.
you are still young, thriving,
Yep.
head full of locks.
Lettuce.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, my week, I'm dying.
You've been dying.
Dying.
Literally, so this is what day? When did you start dying? Wednesday?
I started to feel sick like Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then like from Thursday on has been like really bad.
Okay, so it's been like 5 days.
We're coming up, 5-6 days.
Which we were talking before this, like, should he go to urgent care?
Yeah, comment below. Should I go to the hospital?
Listen, it's day 5. You're not feeling any better, but I think a lot of people are coming down with something right now, and I think it's
I don't know, man.
kicking a lot of people in their asses. So.
Yeah. So
but look at you show up for the Sportsball community say...
I can't think of a
okay, I'll finish my sentence. I gotta be here for the sports ballers.
Yeah, my sports ball community. You,
me,
I'm
the last.
I can't let anyone down.
Because he also suffers not only from being sick, but an extreme people pleaser. Yes,
massive people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know, but what do you like to do when you're sick, Des? Because I'll tell you. I've just been trying to not even catch up on shows. I just have been rewatching shows that I've already seen.
Oh, that's tragic.
I know.
There's so much to watch out there right now. There's so much to watch.
I know. And you know what I decided to rewatch?
What?
Not a like funny happy thing, silly. I started rewatching Band of Brothers. Dark show.
Is that a war show?
Yeah, it was I could be wrong. It was either right before or right after Spielberg did Saving Private Ryan, which Des watched for the first time the last several years. Scarred her. Heavy movie.
I did.
Yeah.
Really?
Remember 4th of July last year, 4th of July.
When we were in Vegas?
When we were in Vegas. And we went to Vegas with our friends. We were at a baseball game watching the fireworks and like something.
Oh, the Saving Private Ryan song came on. Like, the trumpet.
Yeah, and Des was like, we gotta watch Saving Private Ryan. And our friend Connor and I were like, are you sure?
Well, I've never seen it before. I was like, that's very patriotic, right?
Yeah, it is. But I wish, I didn't have it filmed, but I wish, for everyone who's seen Saving Private Ryan, the opening, 15, 20 minutes are some of the most intense opening.
Oh, you're so right now. This is coming back to me.
The history of cinema. And so I remember we were watching and we were partying, we were kind of drunk. We're like, yeah, it was the 3rd of July. We had a big pool party the next day, and we're all on the couch watching the movie. And I look over, and Des is just like,
for those just listening, because Drew, once again, this is an audio.
Mouth open,
yes.
Eyes open,
yes.
Just flabbergasted.
I was very
at
concerned.
what was happening.
Yes.
So anyway, for some reason, I've been rewatching
Band of Brothers.
And for no other reason than I was like, this is on Netflix. Cool.
Yeah. Well, also, Drew's been in a show, so that's what I did.
Yeah.
I went and saw your show. You barely made it through. You would go on stage. He did an amazing job.
Thanks.
Go on stage, deliver his lines.
Thanks.
Really captivate the audience. Go off, and then cough.
Do you know what's funny about this? And I just I got a big bone to pick.
Okay, what's your bone?
That wasn't me.
Are you sure? I'm don't believe you, dude.
Positive, because I knew I would cough, and so I would go. At the backstage, there was a door where you could go outside. I would go outside and cough my brains out. The other person in the show, who I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna out him.
I'm not gonna out him. Mm-mm. But that's part of an outing, because they're would cough because he was going through a sinus infection. If you know who you are, you know who you are. And he was like, first of all, I'm not contagious. I just have a sinus infection, which is a hysterical sentence, but I think it makes sense.
Right.
But no, he would cough, and he was doing it last night too. And he was like, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So
he's trying to take you
wasn't
down.
Coughing.
Copy. Okay.
So sorry, but yes.
Yes, I saw you in the show, so that was
Thanks
good.
for coming to see it.
Yes, of course. You did so great. What else? A couple things. Let me see. I saw your show. I guess on social media, I did see a post earlier this week, and it was like, this is the last weekend we have until there's no football, until February.
I know.
With no football. That's not true.
Okay.
Right? We were talking about that. We're like, hell yeah, preseason starts this weekend.
Yeah.
So it was referring to this past weekend, right?
Right.
A couple of days ago. And I was like, wait a minute. There's no football in between the preseason game and NFL kickoff. Riddle me that.
That's a good point.
Riddle me that.
I can't.
So remember how once one person said, don't believe everything you see on the internet?
Uh-huh.
I'm now thinking about that again. Should I not believe everything I see on the internet?
Man, I saw a bunch of bunnies jumping on a trampoline. Turns out it was AI. So, have you seen that video?
No.
Yeah,
but
AI.
Why would AI want to put bunnies on a trampoline?
Well, someone told AI to put bunnies on a trampoline, and then
but
AI
I feel like
went from
bunnies
there.
would love to jump on a trampoline
You
because
would
they
think
love
that.
hopping.
You would think that, but now if you look, every animal under the sun is on a trampoline right now.
I did see
raccoons.
Raccoons. Raccoons. Is it raccoons?
It's raccoons.
Raccoon. Why? Am I thinking of New Girl? Is that when Schmidt, he goes, raccoons?
Probably.
Ah,
Schmidt says a bunch of things weird.
Speaking of saying things weird, I've been attacked yet again this week on social media.
Yep.
About the way I say things. And it's
going to keep happening, by the way.
Yes. For someone that is so insecure about saying things wrong, what better way to really out that insecurity than talking for an hour at a time?
Yeah. I mean, we brought this up in the first episode.
It's not going to go
And I'm just
well.
going to try. I mean, hey, one of the things you said wrong has now become a staple in our podcast.
Yeah,
for
league catch up.
Our league catch up.
Yes.
So you got to lean in. You know, when you learn how to drive and they say turn into the skid.
Turn into it.
You just got to.
Yeah. So
right
when
into
it was like something like
Top.
the NFL top 100.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just top 100.
I think it's top 100.
Top 100.
You're specifically
Top 100.
You don't have to-
I just took 10 more seconds to say it. Top 100.
Sure. I don't care. I'm not the one that has a problem with you speaking the way you speak. I've had to embrace it for years. So I've already turned into the skid and just said, let's go.
So that was also this. But one thing we didn't get to see in person was the Rockies game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was already a football game, and it was the Rockies and the, oh my God.
It was the Pirates.
The Pirates, good God. Yeah, Rockies and the Pirates. 17-16.
Unreal. And how did it start, Drew?
So it started because, as has been made famous on this podcast, I watch and listen to almost every Rockies game I can. And I was driving to my play, which I was in, and I got in the car. I was listening to the pregame, and then I turned it off, and then I got in the car, turned it back on, and it was like, cool, at the end of the first inning, the Rockies are down 9-0. 9-0.
Checks out for
and I was like,
Rockies.
oh, cool, this game's over. And so I put it away. Then I checked it before the play started. We had scored 10 runs. And it was the middle of the game. Weren't winning because the other team had scored 14 runs.
Jeez, dude.
And so I was like, whatever, crazy. I'm going to get this wrong. But going into the 9th inning, they didn't score. And then we went to the bottom of the 9th inning because we were at home. We had to score, I think it was 16-12. I think we scored 16-11. We scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. We won the game. It's the first time in almost 10 years that a team has come back 9-0 and won a game. 17-16. We were wearing our City Connect jerseys, which is proof that the only thing I'm excited about for this Dolphins year is our jerseys.
So
Rockies,
you guys might win a game in them.
We might win a crazy game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was insane. We
Yeah.
didn't get to see it in person, but that was our World Series.
Yeah, truly.
Chalked it off. We're done.
So basically the Rockies are gonna just keep getting better from here.
Listen, call me delusional. 2027 Rockies. Look out.
This isn't a bit.
No.
Where is this founded in any reality?
No.
This makes sense for your fandom.
Yep.
Got it. Well,
We got
speaking
a
of
lot
your
of-
fandom, we can just segue right into the Dolphins.
You want to just hit the fins?
I honestly, I didn't really have too many crazy things happening this week. I mean, honestly, you were just dying, so it's what else are we supposed to do? Not that you have to be alive for me to have things to talk about in my life, but
I appreciate that.
yeah, it's fine.
Well, I'm going to start talking about the Dolphins the same way Mike McDaniel started his press conference today.
Please do.
Des, ask me if it's a good day.
Hey, is it a good day today?
No, Des, it's a great day. And then you ask why.
Why?
Why is it a great day?
Yeah,
why is today a great day? Because we're one day closer to dying. Mike McDaniel, the head coach of my football team, said that in front of microphones, in front of reporters. Why? I don't know. But maybe he's just as miserable as we all are. Why would he be miserable? Great question. Remember last week when I said Artie Burns, one of our starting cornerbacks, out for the season? Our other starting quarterback, Kader Kohu, out for the season.
Both of
our starting cornerbacks, out for the season. Our entire starting secondary that we had last year, that also was fine but not great, gone.
Who are they?
Jalen Ramsey, traded. Don't put me on the spot.
Oh, I just thought it was a few players.
5. I mean, our cornerbacks, our safeties, all of them. Javon Holland traded. I think Kader Kohu was a starter, gone. So it's not good. It's not good.
Okay.
It's not good.
Really trying to find a way to sort of ease your pain or say it's going to be fine.
Is it going to be fine, though?
No, it's not.
I know, it's not going to be
just
fine.
it's going to be a brutal. So what are the Dolphins doing in order to combat that?
Well, we brought in Jack Jones and Mike Hilton, who are more veterans. Mike Hilton's had some good times.
What position?
Cornerback. These are both cornerbacks that we brought in. And we also, Austin Jackson, who's one of our starting offensive linemen, got rolled up in practice. He's going to miss a few weeks. I think that means not a few preseason weeks. I think it's a few weeks into the regular season.
Oh,
so
God.
we had a 5-player tryout for the offensive line.
What's a fun tryout? What do we do during a tryout?
I don't know. For offensive linemen, probably they just all had to stand there, and then they just had more and more people run at them, and then if they could have them not pass them.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
So for the uninitiated, the offensive line is the big, giant group of men that protect the quarterback when the play starts. They keep all the people away from the quarterback, and then sometimes they can help open up running lanes for the running back.
Is that what we're calling people who don't know football as well?
The uninitiated? I know, as I said, that
is that a term?
It is a term.
For people who don't know football?
No, just people who don't know things. Like they haven't been initiated.
Yeah, like initiated into the sorority or fraternity.
Yeah, uninitiated. Definition.
Yeah, you can be...
without special knowledge or experience.
Well, you all are initiated into the Sportzball fraternity.
100%.
Yeah, right now.
Wait, welcome.
Sportsal
Phi.
Yes, and there's when you initiate, you have to say, oh God, it's not a poem, but it's like a chant.
Des was in a sorority.
I was. Do I remember anything about it?
Well, what was the sorority name?
Delta Zeta.
Delta Zeta.
DZ. And my other nickname is Desi.
With an S, by the way. None of you come at Des and spell her name with a Z.
Yeah, because I'll get angry.
Do you not
Speaking
care?
of angry, no, I really don't care.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about one thing that did happen this week. I know we're going back.
Let's go back, yeah.
I was like, man, I've been like sort of like fiery lately. And I was like, man, why have I been so fiery? And I've been driving a lot this week, just different locations. No one knows how to drive anymore. Like, I think people are getting worse out there. And no one, when they get on the road, it seems like no one has a destination. They're just like, you know what? The speed limit is 35, but I'm going to go 22.
Ooh.
I'm going to look around. And it's been really, really bad lately. And it happened again this morning on my way home from work. And I have been yelling in my car recently.
Are you a honker?
No.
No?
I will honk, but I try so hard. I'm like, come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it. And if they don't, then I eventually do. And it's always, there's different types of honks, right? If you lay it on, you're pissed at them. If it's a nice double tap, it's like, hey the light's green. Let's go. Yeah. I'm not mad, but just go. Yes. Like, for instance, 3 days ago, this car behind me laying on the horn for me because the car in front of me decided to parallel park. And then the car, and I was like, no, he's not honking at me. That would be crazy for him to get mad at me waiting for someone to park. He comes around, slows down right next to me, stares at me, and then keeps driving. And I was like, sir, everyone needs to calm down. You know what? Nothing's that serious. We're all gonna die. It's fine.
We're all gonna die.
We are all gonna die.
And today is one step closer to that destination.
Oh, yeah, a lot of road rage lately. So go ahead.
No, do you feel better? Like, are you letting it out? Or
no, it's now bringing it back up.
I was going to say, are you charged up?
Yeah,
now?
I'm charged up again.
Okay.
But I did have a question when I heard the Mike McDaniel, what is it, sports conference, what words?
Press conference?
Press conference, thank you. What is going on in the Dolphins world? Like, how are people taking this? Like, how are people taking him? Are they pissed off that he's doing these jokes? Because last year he was doing bit after bit. He was the bit guy.
Yeah.
And people loved it.
I don't know. I mean, I have brought this up and I will continue to bring it up that there's a narrative that we're soft. I saw something recently that Tyreek Hill was apparently late to a meeting sometime last week.
Are you kidding me?
I know. So, but I don't know. It also was on it was on like some weird fourth rate website, so who can believe anything on the internet these days? But I think I saw that as like a legitimate report. As like, I can only speak for myself. The cutesy, funny jokes and whatever they're fun when you're winning, and then when you're losing, you're like, shut up.
Wow.
So, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm actually like, I'm plugged in, but I haven't been as plugged in this off season because it's like kind of painful. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, absolutely. That was the past 9 years for me.
Yeah. So, I mean, the feeling the only good thing about this, I guess, is like there is kind of nothing to lose. Like I'm not going in with any expectations.
Okay.
The problem is I was looking at our schedule, and we'll go over like a whole schedule breakdown later on this year. But like there's a reasonable-ish us starting like 3-1 or like 4-2. Like that's not out of the realm of possibility just with our opponents. And so that it'd be great to have happen, but then 6 weeks in, if we're 4-2, let's go. I'm going to lose I'm going to be so stoked.
Yeah.
And then all they're going to do is they're going to lose everything, and Tua's might get hurt. And although that's a good segue into something that is exciting that's happening at Dolphins training camp.
Oh my God.
Our quarterback that we drafted this year, Quinn Ewers, from the University of Texas, Hook 'em Horns. I think that's what they do. I don't know. Has been turning heads. That's what they say.
He's a looker.
Well, no, but he's good at his job.
Oh, okay, that too.
He's fine. I think he's like a normal.
Is he handsome? I'm gonna look
him up.
Yep.
I also have a pretty good idea of Dez's type,
yes,
and I think you'll be like, oh, he's cute. Like I don't.
He's fine.
See, called it.
He's fine. Okay.
He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him.
So what? Why is he turning?
He's got a good cannon for an arm. Apparently, he's been dissecting the Dolphins' defense. And doing really good in red zone and like the 2-minute drills. And so, as a Dolphins fan, this excites me for 2 reasons. 1, great, we have a good player on our team. 3 reasons. 2, so the first one is that. The second, whatever. Okay. Jesus, I'm not doing well. The second reason is, famously, we need backup quarterbacks if Tua is your starting quarterback.
Yes, and my Broncos country people. Where is Zach Wilson landing in all this?
Well, he's a backup for the Dolphins, but he's not been as good as Quinn Ewers.
But that's what I'm saying. So is Quinn Ewers the front runner for the backup?
Everyone's
position?
saying right now it looks like he will be QB2.
And not Zach Wilson.
And not Zach Wilson. I know.
Wow, how the mighty have fallen. I remember
Zach Wilson's fine. He's married to a beautiful woman. They had an amazing wedding in New York.
I mean, you're so right.
I think he'll be fine.
And she's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's just so funny of story around him when he was drafted.
I know.
And then backup to backup.
I know.
Hot damn, dude.
Hot damn.
Okay.
So,
Quinn Ewers.
But so he's been doing really well. So that the second one is good. We have a good backup quarterback for Tua if Tua gets hurt. The third one is if Tua starts to, maybe he has another not great year. I don't want this to happen, but we have to call an elephant in the room.
Especially when there's an elephant.
Call an elephant in the room. You have to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, or you can address or call.
Come here.
Yeah. Hey, elephant, get over here.
Wow, I think I'm giving Des my insanity.
You're hyped up on Dayquil.
Dayquil.
I am just so tired.
Dayquil and ginger tea. I tried a Jamaican ginger tea earlier.
What's that?
I don't know. It was like a powder. Not a fan.
Just of Jamaican ginger?
Yeah, but it also said like it was from Jamaica. It was like product of Jamaica.
Why didn't you like it?
It gave us weird texture.
Interesting.
Because I wanted it to be a tea bag, but it was like a powder, and then it made it this like it was kind of thick,
grainy.
Yuck.
Okay.
So sorry.
We're calling elephants right now.
Yeah, come here, Ellie.
Come here, okay.
Ellie the elephant. But Tua gets hurt often. He's been in the league for 6 years. There's only 1 year that he has played a full season.
That is not surprising.
I know, and so it is what it is. And so if we have a good backup quarterback, 1, if Tua ever goes out, he'll be able to hopefully hold his own. And 2, if Tua keeps getting hurt, we can't keep leaning on him. And if I don't want this to happen, but if we have to move on from Tua, we might have already had maybe a little steal.
During the draft.
During the draft, and maybe we can build around Quinn Ewers. I don't know.
Ooh, the murmurs.
So that's pretty much it coming from our world. What is exciting, the Broncos country has been having contract signings left and right. All
Somewhat.
these, well, but compared to nothing's been happening on the Dolphin front because
Okay.
they've all been getting hurt, except for Zach Sieler. Your name, and I saw a post. If your name is Zach and you play on the defensive line, you got paid this offseason.
Wow.
Because we'll talk about Zach Allen in a while, but
Yeah.
Zach Sieler just had a 3-year, $64 million extension. He is the Dolphins' highest paid defensive player now. So, so that's cool. He's been great for us. He is super reliable, super underrated player, I think, in the league. And yeah, that's been about it. The only other thing, another bone I have to pick, talking about all these injuries, some injuries are just going to happen. I understand that, whatever. But Alec Ingold, our fullback, who's kind of a fan favorite, he's been on the team for a while. People like him. Really good in kind of like short yardage and like red zone stuff. Is in concussion protocol right now.
That's not good.
What? I'm sorry. Why are we doing anything in the first 2 weeks of training camp that would result in a concussion? That seems crazy to me. And look, I understand there's like an old school mentality, like you gotta harden the bodies and you gotta like, you can't just like not have any contact and then first week of the season just get annihilated. You have to build up a little callus. I understand that. What? A concussion? So that's crazy to me. Everyone's getting hurt. We're not gonna have a team. By week 1, you won't see me here. You want to know why? Because I'm going to be playing for the Dolphins. What position do you think I would play? And you can't say the ball.
You'd be a good kicker.
I don't think I would be.
Okay, what position do you think you'd play?
I think, if we're being honest, I think...
Ball boy.
It's one of the meanest things anyone's ever said to me. I think I couldn't play football.
No, it's okay. Just what position do you think you'd be?
Well, I always thought I would want to play like, I think I could be like a safety.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not fast enough to be a running back.
Okay.
I'm not big enough to be a running back.
Okay.
I'm not fast enough to be like a wide receiver or anything. And people are like, well, you're going to be a cornerback. I think I'd be a safety because I could be smart enough. At least, and I could have that, like, at least play a part, you know? So.
Ooh, that's a good, if I could be any position.
What position would you want to play?
I actually think I'd want to be cornerback because I think I'd want to be on the defensive side because I'm thinking about being on a field and having 7 6'5" giant humans rushing at me if I was on offense, if I was wide receiver.
Sure.
They just want to kill me, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm on defense, I want to kill them.
You get to be the killer.
Yeah. So it's more of locking in and reading what's going to happen before it happens.
Ooh,
you know?
I get that.
I like a little bit surprise, and I like trying to figure out like what's gonna happen next. I'm a curious person, and I'd be curious to see where this ball is gonna be thrown. Is it gonna be thrown my way? Oh, the curious cornerback is at it again. That would be my nickname. Oh, the curious cornerback has it again.
Picturing Des like before the play is snapped, and she's just like running around with her finger up, and she's just like, what's gonna happen here?
Like, oh, she's getting ready for her dynamic play.
Her signature.
The finger is up.
And then like when they break the huddle, Des will just run out and be like, Des is on the case.
I am very curious right now.
And then when like she doesn't do a good job and like a player runs right by her or something, she'll be like, fooled again.
Collinsworth is like, oh,
now here's a player doesn't know what's going on.
Until she does. The curious cornerback.
The curious case of Des the cornerback. I love it.
Oh my god.
All right, well, on that note, it's an absolute dumpster fire at the beginning of Dolphins.
That's what I was going to say right before this is like, I typically know how to be like, hey, it's going to be okay. And I don't want to like hate on you it's not gonna, this won't be a good show if that's what this is, if it's just hating on the Dolphins, but like, damn, is it getting hard to really be like, it's gonna be okay.
They're there, buddy.
Yeah, because it's not looking good for you guys.
It's not
right
looking
now.
good, but I will say, talking about leaning into the skid, like I am leaning into the despair.
The skid?
The leaning into the...
God, I'm learning so many new phrases today.
Skid?
Yeah. the uninitiated, the skid calling elephants into a room.
How to say 100.
Yeah, a hundo.
Hundo P.
Hundo P.
But I'm embracing the despair. Because I think I'm like, great, then this will be my like identity as a Dolphins player, or as a Dolphins fan, not a player, yet. And so I am leaning into it a little bit, because then, I can only start at the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Hey.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's hear about exciting things happening with the Broncos.
Well, exciting. Courtland Sutton got extended.
Literally, we finished.
Mere minutes.
Yeah, we finished our podcast, and I was like, oh.
Because last week we talked about, hey, it's in the air. Is it going to happen? 4-year, $92 million extension. So
got his bag.
He's tied for the 18th highest among NFL receivers. This was going to happen. He is Bo's favorite target. It's very clear. We might have talked about it last week, but with Jane Daniels, their wide receiver is requesting a trade, and I cannot remember what his name is.
And
Can you look that up? Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, this was last week.
I know.
He is requesting a trade, and everyone's like, that's bad when your quarterback has his number one guy and he wants off the team. How is your quarterback supposed to play this well without his number one target?
Terry McLaurin. So what's nice is that in order for Bo to continue to see success, Sutton has to be here. And I think he's only going to keep going up. He had a breakout year 2 years ago. Actually, ironically, the best with Russell Wilson. Had almost as good of a year last year. And so hopefully this year just keeps going, as now Courtland has had 1 year with Bo. They're getting into the groove. They're good friends. They do a lot of FedEx commercials together. There's no other way to build friendship other than FedEx commercials, typically. They do say that.
We've done one, and it was actually the only time I could say we were good friends, you and I.
And especially not building a podcast company. That's been a nightmare. That's been an absolute
truly nightmare. Yes.
Yeah,
but I said, you know what? We need to do a FedEx commercial to really boost this friendship.
And because it's super easy to get into commercials in this market, you just said we should do that, and then it just happened.
Correct. How people typically ask you as an actor, you should try commercials. That's what I said.
No, and I was like, that's
you're
a phenomenal
actor,
idea.
Try commercials. And we just tried it, and that's how easy it was. So either way, super good. One thing about Sutton signing this contract, now it's only 18th highest. Typically, when players are re-signing contracts, a lot of times it's you sort of are setting the marketplace value. If you're a really good player, contracts just keep getting higher. Typically, when you re-sign, you're in the top 5 of they just re-signed this safety. You're in the top 5 of the highest paid safeties, et cetera, et cetera. So Courtland's 18th. Now, one thing that came out was that Sutton said he was thinking about the team and trying to do what was best for himself and the team when he signed his contract.
Dude, I saw that, and I'm like, that is such a rare thing in this world. And he was such. I don't know. I just love that. I love that.
Yeah. It's last time this happened that I'm aware of, a player that took not as high of a salary and more of you could say a pay cut was Peyton Manning. Before we went to the Super Bowl. Just saying.
And that specifically, he will be the first to tell you, that last year when he won the Super Bowl, he was not good.
Right. Yeah.
And he knew that he was regressing, and so there's that. But Court is, I think, one of the best receivers in the league.
I think he's in his prime. Yeah.
For sure. And you sometimes you hear of players renegotiating contracts after they've signed them to make room to keep other players on the team, but rarely do you see when the contract is initially made. I'm sure there was negotiations, and I'm sure if he wanted to really hold out, he could have made more money, and that would have hurt the team in the long run. I love that. How can you not like that?
Honestly, he's the number one guy. He's been with us from the very beginning, always a Broncos player. He's looked up to. He's always been a team captain. He's a great, great guy. Sutton, you a real one, okay? We love you. We love Courtland Sutton so much. Another guy got a contract extension, Zach Allen, who Drew briefly mentioned.
Zach
if your name was Zach,
and you play defense,
you're going to get an extension. You're going to get that bag. Now, this guy did get his bag. I think the Broncos are paying attention to our defense more.
Which,
they should. Yeah. We are top charts everywhere, which for a reason. But Zach Allen, he got a $102 million contract, so $10 million more than Courtland Sutton. Zach Allen is now our highest paid Denver Bronco.
Wow.
Isn't that sort of interesting?
Yeah.
But you think about all the other players that have re-signed. It was Garrett Bowles before this was our highest paid. And now Zach Allen.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I mean, it also shows, I think, smartness. Which isn't a word.
It is now.
I made it one.
Because we have intelligence. And it's called smartness.
Smartness, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But no, typically you see, I don't know, quarterbacks or receivers or specialty players be the highest paid. And there are exceptions. I think Bosa is one of the highest paid players on his team, and there are other obviously defensive players, but I don't know, it just seems like they know they have a really good but young offense. They don't have to pay Bo for a while. They, got Courtland a certain amount of money, but Mims they don't need to pay right away. They probably will soon, but they know their defense is what they need to lean on. They want to keep that for a while, and I think it's super smart.
Yeah, so Zach Allen, but why did he get this high of a contract, you may be asking? I'll tell you why. According to Evan Kaplan, he reported Allen's 50 pass rush wins when lined up as a defensive tackle were by far the most in the NFL, 50. Next closest were Chris Jones with the Chiefs and Quinnen Williams with the Jets, 34 each, okay? And for the uninitiated, I looked up what a pass rush win is. So 2.5 seconds. That is the approximate average time it takes for a quarterback to pass the ball in the NFL, right? So pass rush win rate. That is so hard to say.
You're doing really good, though.
Pass rush win rate. Pass rush win rate. Say it as a tongue twister. It really will. Actually, that's how we'll warm up before these.
Pass rush win rate. Pass rush win rate. I'm getting locked in.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so what that is, this statistic qualifies how often a pass rusher, i.e. Zach Allen, wins their matchup against an offensive lineman, the other guy, within that 2.5 second window. So basically, in 2.5 seconds, Zach typically gets past his guy. Did I explain that correctly? Yes. It's unreal. 50 times. 50 times this past season he did that. The next best was Chris Jones with 34.
Yeah.
So far less. This guy absolutely deserves his money. He is the third highest defensive tackle third highest paid defensive tackle in the NFL after Jones.
Interesting.
As first, and Milton Williams from the Patriots as second.
Interesting.
So it's not crazy. If he was 18th and putting up those stats, then it's whoa, Zach, you definitely could have gotten more. But this guy, it's great. I think it should have been done. Now, Sean Payton said it was either this week or last week. As far as players that need extensions, we had Courtland Sutton, got it. We had Zach Allen, check. Next up, Sean Payton said it, is Bonitto. So we are just waiting, and I'm sure just mere minutes after this podcast is wrapped, it will be released that Bonitto has his... But you were saying, he might not re-sign with the Broncos. He might
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
All I said was, I don't... But you're more locked in than I am, and because they're bringing it up, it probably means that it will happen. But just because a player is 1 or 2 years away from, signing an extension, doesn't mean that they will or they have to. I think you said he has 1 more year on his contract, right?
I believe so.
And so if he has 1 more year on a contract, and this is the other thing I was going to say about the Broncos, they just seem like they're a bunch of guys that, like you said, Zach Allen probably could have gotten more money. Again, he's the highest paid player on the Broncos, but his stats showed that he should be the highest probably paid defensive end in the league, according to some stats, and it just seems like all of them aren't trying to break the bank. They're not trying to be divas and get all the money. They want to do what's best for the team. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
So pretty cool. So we're looking at that. That's as far as what's also pretty nice about this offseason with the Broncos and players getting good contracts and whatnot, is there's a lot of times a lot of hubbub around the league. We touched upon it, but like Micah Parsons with the Cowboys, there's so much drama around that. Him and Jerry Jones, and Micah's like, you know what, I'm out. And Jerry's like, no, he's not. And the thing is that I feel like the Broncos organization as a whole, and also the players and how we're treating the players, the ownership, everyone all together, everyone treats each other with respect. You're not hearing these stories of like players wanting to get out of the organization. I'm not always saying they want to get out because it's a bad organization, but it's all been handled, at least nothing's been leaked to the press, in the media. It's just been handled so well, and it's so pleasant to not have a lot of drama within your organization, because that's a lot of stuff we've had recently. Russell Wilson had his own office, and Nate Hackett came in and couldn't do that. It's just, there has been a lot of drama with the Broncos, and now it's just sort of like, oh God, we have a team. We're all gelling together. This is now Sean Payton's team for the first time. I really, truly, because even last year, we were still trying to figure it out. Sean Payton's team, everyone's gelling. We're good to go.
Well, and what's funny, like, because you asked me about Mike McDaniel, and like from the outside looking in, like Sean Payton kind of bugs me. He just seems like not a fun guy. He seems kind of like, you know, he's kind of always like a
very
dick
serious,
and like very dry and serious and kind of a dick to the media sometimes. I don't know if that translates to a locked in team that mesh really well together and there's no drama. Then I would rather have that than goofball idiot face Mike McDaniel. He's not an idiot face. He's a great guy, I think. But
for someone outside the Dolphins organization, i.e. me, I love Mike McDaniel, you know? So it's the same thing with Jameis Winston. Love him. On my team, no.
Exactly.
But love him. Mike McDaniel, love him. On my team, no.
I know. And, like, I hope there's a way, like, and McDaniel's young and he's still learning, and now I'm talking about the Dolphins again, but I hope there's a way that, like, he finds a happy medium, like, where he can still be a goofball, but, like, he needs to hold his team accountable. He needs to have a little bit of that Sean Payton, like, no nonsense. Which is crazy, because I think Mike McDaniel, every bone in his body is nonsense, so... Anyway.
It'll be interesting. So,
yeah.
That's nice. We are facing the Niners this weekend. Football's back, baby. Preseason. It's happening.
Yep.
The Niners, we play them on Saturday. The storyline behind this is we signed Talanoa Hufanga, Huff, in the offseason, and Dre Greenlaw, both from the Niners.
Yep.
So, free agents, and they came over. Now, the thing is, with Dre Greenlaw, he hasn't been practicing.
Why is that?
Thursday, he ran off the field. Well, more like sort of stumbled off the field into the locker room. So people were like, oh, God.
Boy.
He's injured again. This guy had Achilles the year before. He quad injury at the in like May of this year. Now it says he left Thursday's practice early due to an injury. It's just he tweaked his leg, is what Sean Payton said. The thing that's, like, somewhat concerning about this is, like, our linebackers are somewhat dropping like flies. So, Dre Greenlaw isn't practicing. Q Robinson, our rookie, he is not practicing because he has a bruised bone, I believe. Bruised bone.
Ow.
Alex Singleton broke the top of his thumb. So, he's playing with, like, a cast, but, like, that was, like, a week turnaround. So, it's not none of these are end of the world, but it's sort of like, ooh, that's like, okay, I'm not even done yet. Drew Sanders, he's out for a few weeks because it was a strain. So, yeah, we have a little too many linebackers that are, guys, what's going on? It's all the same position.
I know.
It's around the same position.
Yeah.
You and your cornerbacks and us and our linebackers. So,
gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it. So, that's going to be interesting. But I did see a report that we're planning to play our starters on Saturday.
Really? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Did we talk about this when we talked about preseason?
There's a little bit,
okay,
yeah.
because there is the thing. Do you play your starters or do you not? And with Dre Greenlaw, like, God, no, don't let anyone touch him. But then it's like, what are we going to do when the season starts?
I know.
But I want him to play against his old team because there is something, you know, when you leave your old team, you have a chip on your shoulder. J.K. Dobbins, when he's going to play the Chargers, he's going to have his chip on his shoulder.
But, like, I would rather use that chip on one's shoulder in the regular season with, like, J.K. Dobbins against the Chargers. Like, I don't want Dre Greenlaw and who's the other one from? And HOF to go all crazy in the preseason because you're trying to prove something against your...
But we're not going to play them in the regular season.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You don't want...
Yeah, you're very right. I know.
Thanks.
Yes. So we'll see if they play, but those are like the question marks around it. And I guess, on Dre Greenlaw, he was being interviewed about like how it felt to be a Bronco and like what that was like. And Dre Greenlaw, he's very much sort of a Blindside story. No.
Yeah.
Is that the movie? Yeah. So he grew up in foster care all his life and then got adopted, played football, whatnot. And so he had a quote that when he was interviewed, oh my God, it's so sweet. So he said, through the whole time I was talking to Sean, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. It was, we want you here. I was in foster care, so there's not a lot of times people wanted me. It was great to feel wanted.
Who says the NFL can't be a little tearjerker? Who says these are all heartless animals?
I don't really know. I don't think anyone says that. Saying any of that. It's just so sweet.
That is very
sweet. It's so sweet. So Dre Greenlaw, all I want for him is to ball out. Like out of all people, he just had a lot of injuries, and it's like he deserves the world, and so I'm rooting so heavily for him.
How can you not root for Dre Greenlaw?
Huh?
How can you not root for that guy?
How can you not? Last thing I really sort of have about the Broncos is the Madden ratings came out, right?
Yeah. Oh, God. You and your ratings. You got so many bones to pick with these ratings, people.
They must stop. So basically, Madden comes out with ratings, and Ocho Cinco, he helps rate these players.
Which is a player.
Oh, yeah, he was a wide receiver.
Yeah, his name was originally Chad Johnson. He wore 85, so people gave him the nickname Ocho Cinco.
Yes, thank you for explaining.
No, it's
sorry.
all good.
I just jumped to the chase. But he's not playing anymore, but now he helps Madden. So basically, Pat Surtain, our PS2, his rating was a 97. And basically, you want to be rated a 99. That's like
the highest rating you can get
in Madden, and that's like the gold standard. So, and I was like, okay, what does it take for someone to get a 99 Madden rating? And this is what it said. To get an overall 99 rating in Madden, a player needs to be exceptionally talented and consistently perform at an elite level in the NFL, earning high ratings across various key attributes.
What else does PS2 have to do?
Literally, so then...
She's getting really worked up. She can't even make sentences.
Because, DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year. There's one person that can win that. That is literally PS2. So I was like, okay, on the other side, Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year. Where did he land? 99. What the hell, Ocho Cinco? What the hell? And PS2 even tweeted at Ocho Cinco, basically, and it was just an emoji like with a hand on the face. But it's like, why are we doing this? Why do we keep knocking PS2 down? It's like, it's not across the board. I feel like with Saquon Barkley, everyone across the board is like, fire player. Myles Garrett, everyone, fire player. Yeah. How is PS2 not getting the same respect at these rankings?
Here's what I'm going to tell you, though.
What are you going to tell me?
I think you want this because now he's even more fired up. He's got every player, as everyone's like, thank you for the haters. I love the doubters. I keep doubting me. He's going to be even more fired up. This is exactly what you want. You know what? I'm going to give Des I'm going to try and, you know what? I think you want people to keep doubting PS2. I think you want people to keep doubting your Denver Broncos because all it's going to do is fuel the fire.
Ooh.
That's my take. I think this is good for PS2, and this is good. Saquon Barkley, down year, I bet. Myles Garrett, down year, I bet.
Down.
Maybe not, I don't know. But PS2,
all because of Madden.
Going up. And then when they give him the 99 next year, he's like, I don't want it.
No, take me
stupid
off,
99. Take me off the game. Video games.
Yeah. You know what?
I do real world shit.
Yeah, I actually play football. I don't play it on a console.
Yeah.
Which, someone DM'd me when I posted a picture of our TV setup and your PS5 is on the ground.
Uh-huh.
Why is that bad? Someone was like, I can't believe the PS5 is on
I don't know,
ground.
because you have to... But I wanted to put it up on the thing, but you won't let me.
No, absolutely not.
So
it's not staying up there. But why is it bad on the ground? I never talked to you about that.
I don't know. Everyone says... Some people say, I think it needs to be on its side, even though it's built, so you can also put it up top. Everyone's going to grill me on this. But I'm not a big...
wait for what people say.
I'm not a big video game guy. I like video games, and I'll go through... Actually, you know what? This is what I should have been doing my whole week when I was sick, is playing video games.
Honestly, yeah, and now you're just watching war
movies.
Shows in your bedroom.
I know, being sad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know why it's bad.
Well, Madden, now the way that Drew has phrased that, I guess maybe I will play Madden. I've never done it, but maybe I will now.
Des and I will play Madden, and I will smoke you.
Yeah. I do not doubt that for one sec. Actually, I am pretty good at video games.
Des is a phenomenal Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart player. It's been very hard for any of my friends to beat me. So
are you Super
heard
Smash
it
Bros? Are you good at that too?
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty good at Super Smash Bros, Mario Kart. I mean Mario Party, but that's not. It's like those games.
Mario Party guy.
Yeah,
everyone's like Mario Party. No, Super Smash Bros and Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario Party.
It's fine.
It's
fine.
So
you heard it here first. Challenge me to a duel and I'll win.
In Super Smash Bros or just
no
in
Mario? Oh yeah, a duel, just a sword duel. We don't know what type of duel. Just challenge me to a duel, and we'll see what type of duel.
In this day and age, yeah. Who knows?
It could be. Yeah. Anyways,
anyway,
so that's all I got for the Broncos.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
You ready to do our league catch-up?
League catch-up.
Here we go.
Go.
Who wants to go first?
You can.
Okay, going back to the whole people getting hurt thing again in practice, why this has a kind of special place in my heart. Savon Ahmed, I don't remember how to say his name, but he used to be a running back for the Dolphins for a few years.
One of Drew's favorite players.
I loved him. Fun fact, I waited on his sister once in Los Angeles.
Wait, what? How did you know that?
Because I was waiting at a restaurant, which we will not name unless they want to pay us.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm not going to give them any publicity.
Listen, it has been in a rap song recently, but we're not even going to tell you.
What
not
what
on
artist?
Sportsball.
Nope. And it's very close to us, and if any of you know me, you know where it is, but I'm not going to say it.
No, and I'm not either.
Nope. But anyway, I was working at that place, and I was wearing a Dolphins hat, and I was waiting on her, and she was like, oh, my brother plays for that team.
Such a flex, dude.
I know, and she said it so casually, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then she was like, yeah, he's a running back. His name's Savon.
God, dude, you need to learn
Ahmed. I think it's Savon Ahmed.
Okay, then great. Call him
or
up.
Ahmed. I don't remember, though.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, long story short, all I've read is that he had a, quote, severe leg injury in practice from an illegal hip drop tackle, which was outlawed a couple years ago, I think, in, like, the NFL. Like, you'll get a penalty, and I think you get, like, an immediate suspension if you do a hip drop tackle. So why is that being done in preseason practice? But everyone is saying, like, it's bad when they just say it was a severe leg injury. They know he'll be out for a while.
What team is he on now?
He was playing for the Colts, I think. I don't do research well.
I like that you write down all this information and then it's like, oh, but I'll remember this little thing.
I don't even think I said I was going to remember it. I just it was
okay.
dumb.
Yeah. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Like, why are we doing insane shit in practice? Let's stop.
Again, I know you can't just, like, do a little touch flag football for all of preseason, but it's crazy to me. The Hall of Fame game happened. Mm-hmm. We had our very first football game. Mm-hmm. And what I found very funny is Grant Stewart, who is a Detroit Lions linebacker. He's been in the league for about 5 years. He wanted to try returning kicks. He's a linebacker, defensive player.
This is what you do in preseason.
And so he's like, I kind of want to return some kicks. Like, I don't know, can I try it? And Campbell was like, sure, the head coach of the Lions. What did he do? The very first play of the game, returned a kick, fumbled it. And he ran into his own player. Like, it wasn't even really, like, someone tackling him. Like, someone said, like, oh, he punched the ball out. No, he ran into his own player, fumbled the ball. So I was like, cool, that's never going to happen again. At first, before I knew who it was, I was like, he's off the team. Like, you can't do that. But I think he had a good game defensively.
Well, speaking of good game, Trey Lance went off.
Blew
up that game and on social media, everyone's like, oh my God, Trey Lance is so good. The Chargers backup quarterback. Yep. And honestly, I mean, if you were betting on the game, the Lions were favored by far, and the Chargers whooped them.
Destroyed them. I almost said Detroit them.
Oh, yes.
But not even as a joke for the bit, I know.
But nice. That would have been good. You should have just settled in.
I should have leaned into it.
Yeah,
Turned into the skid.
Dayquil. They looked really good. So Broncos fans, are you worried? No. Preseason doesn't matter unless it's your team and you do really good. Then it does matter.
I was gonna say Des loves preseason. Well, and you think
keep
preseason?
Saying that. I don't love preseason. I like watching football, so I don't understand why we can't just watch football and like it. No, you just said it last week too, and I was like, yeah, I like it. But
I thought I've heard you say that you get mad when people say preseason doesn't matter.
Because that is an incorrect statement. It matters.
You just said it doesn't matter. Roll the tape.
No, it doesn't matter as far as if your team's going to be good or not.
Got it.
Preseason games do matter. There's a reason we play these games. It's to get on the roster.
Yes.
It's to get into the groove of things. It's to get you ready for the regular season. As far as how the outcome of the games go, no, it does not matter.
Okay. I misquoted you. I apologize.
It's all right. Don't let it happen again. Anyways, so, Chargers, they looked great, but
they did look really good.
We will see what happens, but I don't know. Chargers, listen, they're in the AFC West, and 1 year it has to be their year, right?
I mean, I've seen a lot of people say the AFC, they would not be surprised if 3 teams from the AFC West made the playoffs this year.
That's the thing. And also another thing about the AFC West, so many people are talking about how the coaches in the AFC West, Sean Payton, Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, and Andy Reid. Yeah. It's the best coach division in the NFL.
That's a goated coach division right there.
That's the thing. So it's sort of like, this is going to be a tough division. So.
And, I mean, if you look at quarterbacks, Bo Nix, I mean, up and coming, but had a phenomenal year last year. Patrick Mahomes, one of the best to ever do it. Herbert, a very good quarterback. And who the hell is the quarterback for the Raiders right now?
Geno Smith.
Could be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's back with Pete Carroll, so.
Yeah, and he's a good quarterback. So it's also a very good quarterback division. So
yeah. And then also what was sort of cool is this day and age when everyone's like, oh, we're using AI for everything. The NFL, everyone's like, how are we still not calling plays correctly? How are we still not reviewing these things correctly? How are we still like, is it first down? Is it not? Well, the NFL finally launched a new system.
They did.
Of measuring the football and seeing if it's a first down. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
We saw it in action this first game.
Yeah, they did. So I think technically they still have they call them the chain gang, and they still have the 80-year-old retirees running around.
Love them.
They're so great. And they're still there. But there are sensors on the ball and like more specific sensors on throughout the field, and there's very clear if it is or isn't a first down. And I think this is good. I'm saying these in like into the ether, and I should know these things for sure. But I'm pretty sure it will still go on normally, and then they can ask for measurements and reviews after that, and then they can use that system. So
just in case.
Yeah, it'll be like a checks and balances system for the most part. But we got to see it in action. That was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
So
that was the Hall of Fame game, first game of the season.
Yeah, from now on, we will have games to talk about.
Yeah, we get to. This is like the last episode that we're sort of like, all right, we're pulling stuff, just what people are talking about. No, we actually get to see our teams play this weekend. So, who are the Dolphins playing?
The Bears.
Okay.
The Bears.
The Bears. Caleb Williams has been getting roasted this week.
Online.
But I mean, at the end of the day, dude, it's like, I don't know. I think people just love to hate on Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I don't want to get into like it too much and like social or politically charged, but like there's a lot of like homophobia that like they attack.
With Caleb Williams, but also I think how...
to be clear, Caleb Williams does not come out to be gay. But
no.
He has a lot of like interesting tendencies that people associate with being gay.
Yes, but also his reactions. Like there was a drill that he was doing at practice that I saw, trying literally just to get the ball in the net. There were like little 3 squares. He missed all of them, and then he like had a flip out. And it's just interesting to see that. Like he's very emotive, and you don't see that a lot from players. And if you do, they're quote unquote dramatic. Well, that is technically correct. That is dramatic. You just don't see that a lot with quarterbacks. So that's why I feel like it's being talked a lot.
Well, yeah, and they typically are like the leaders. They're the like steady head, and so and I think, you know, again, he was the first overall pick last year, and there was a lot of, you know, he's going to be the savior of Chicago, and the two other quarterbacks that were taken right away played a lot better than he did last year, and so
taken after him. You said taken right away.
Sorry, taken after him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's some pressure there too that is getting to him, but it doesn't look good. I don't know if I'll see him play this weekend.
Okay.
I don't know what.
He might sit out.
I did see a quote from Tua saying that he would love to play, and he doesn't feel that he's too good to not, like he's better than not playing, and he's super eager to get some snaps. We'll see what actually happens.
Okay.
But yeah, I think typically the second game of preseason is where you see the most from your starters if they play. But Sean Payton famously typically doesn't play starters, right?
I don't remember. No, he does play his starters.
Okay.
It was Nathaniel Hackett that didn't want to play
I was
his
going to say,
starters. So, well, yeah, but like I said, we should see him. But I don't know. That's sort of all I have. I'm just really excited for this weekend.
I'm excited for this weekend. I'm excited to start having football again. I'm excited to be able to breathe out of my nose. If that ever happens, I don't know if it will. But yeah, I mean, we're getting there pretty soon. We'll be before we know it, we'll be halfway through the season. You'll be riding high. My head will be on this desk and like really questioning every decision that led me to this particular moment of being a Dolphins fan.
You've already done that though, so it's not like the season's gonna, change anything.
No, it's not gonna change anything, but it will just it's like an abusive relationship. Someone commented and said that I have Stockholm syndrome. And I don't disagree with that statement.
Honestly, that comment wins, truly, though. It's so funny. So,
yeah, make sure you keep on listening and follow along as I continue to fall deeper in love with my abuser, the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, God. Well, you made it through.
I'm gonna go. Through, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna take.
I know. I think he's
asleep.
gonna go fall asleep right
now. I gotta finish Band of Brothers. I gotta see how it turns out.
Oh, I'm curious how it does. It's not like it came out, 10, 20 years ago.
Yep, and based on history.
Yeah. So who knows how it's gonna end up?
Boy, I hope the boys in white and blue pull off this victory against Germany.
Who knows? I don't.
Really fumbled the end of that.
I know. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. And
go Dolphins!